What's the crack? It's Matt here in the Magic Minds podcast. How black and white do you view the world? How cognitive flexible are you? Do you look through the blinkers? Do you only see your way or the highway? I would have said that was me for a long time, you know. And I've been very, very rigid in my opinion. I wouldn't take no prisoners for anyone. Everything was black and white for me. So I want to share a story with you. A couple of weeks ago, I was made aware that I made a video, and in the video I said some people were shit. And I was like, oh, that's not good, you know, because my spiritual practice is not to hurt or harm anybody. And also, I don't like to make absolute statements like that, because my practice is to look at things very, very deeply and understand the world, not through the narrow prism that I may say things. And sometimes I use words flippantly that I don't really mean. If you would have asked me afterwards, do you think those people are shit? I'm like, no. They made decisions that didn't make me happy at the time, but doesn't make them shit. Whether they're right or wrong decisions, I can't say somebody's shit. And that's not fair, to make a sweeping statement like that, and a statement that's absolute. Saying somebody is shit, there's no wiggle room in that, and that's not very fair, it's not very kind, and that's not part of my practice. And I look at things very, very deeply now. We cannot make a statement of shit, you know, and it's only my perception if I think that they made a decision that's good or bad. I don't even know if that's right. We can go deeper and deeper and deeper at this, right? But we won't. But I don't think those people are shit, and it wasn't fair for me to do that. So I had to go back and look at the video and decide whether I thought I should take it down or not. And after listening to it and looking at it, I went, no, that's not fair. It's not kind. It's not in line with my values. And I don't truly believe that these people are shit for all that thing that I told you. Now, I did sit with it and say, am I taking this down just for further business, or am I taking this down just for my own reputation? Can I stand over? And I said to myself, no, I'm not doing that. I'm taking it down because I don't believe those words to be true. I do not think that those couple of people I said were shit, are shit. That's not fair. Absolutely not fair. And I say to you, if you had to ask me afterwards, I would have said, no, I don't think that. I just used the words incorrectly. You know, and here's the thing, right? I had to then decide that, you know what, I'm going to take this down. I'm going to have to apologise. I'm going to say sorry. And that was brilliant. You know, before I'd have never done that, I would have said, no, they're my beliefs, that's my value. But in my spiritual practice, my Buddhism, my spiritual teachings and training asked me to look at things a little differently. And what that means in simple English is, it's just to expand my awareness. Am I seeing the full picture of this? Am I seeing it all for what it is rather than what I think it is? Does that make sense? You know, when I apply a compassionate approach to things, I look at things from a 360 view. I look under it, look over it, look behind it. What am I not seeing? So this statement I made there, as sweeping and hurtful as it was for those people, it's not a true statement, because it doesn't represent my values and views of these people. What I really meant to say was that they made decisions that I didn't really like, but to call them shit, to call another human being shit for making a mistake. I make mistakes. I'm forever making mistakes. How I've got this podcast, how I've got this far in life, was because of tons and tons of mistakes. So mistakes are not a bad thing. So to generalise and absolute somebody and call them shit is not fair. So I'm going to ask you the same thing. Can you broaden your awareness? Can you broaden your view on life, on things and decisions and mistakes of other people, or more specifically yourself? Can you look at yourself with greater awareness and understanding and compassion and insight, instead of wearing blinkers on and only seeing things very, very narrowly? Because my practice asks us, can we expand our awareness? Can we see it for what it really is rather than our perception? Because remember, perception is reality, but it's not fact. We may make statements that we think are fact, but they're not. Things are deeper and deeper and deeper. But the one thing I know for sure is people make mistakes, but it doesn't make them shit. Me making that video, me saying that them people are shit, doesn't make me shit and make me a nasty or hurtful person. I've just made a mistake, and I used a generalised and a sweeping statement about people. That's incorrect. So, as always, mind your little self. If you have any time, stall it into the Liberty Market. We're open Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Lots of bargains and bants. Have a whopper day. And as always, mind your little self. You up the flats.